Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2017. We have entered the 4th season and we are, once again, for the second year in a row in the Champions League, this time straight into the group stages. This episode might be a little bit different to normal. Basically, there's a lot of transfers that I need to go through. There's quite a lot of admin going on. I've played a few games, so I need to summarise that. There's a lot going on. Firstly, let's talk about transfers, and we shall start with the outs. The first player to go was Ben Rothorn. He has left, and he's gone for 500k, I think, to Sheffield United. He was just never going to make the grade, was he? Sam McQueen has gone out on loan for the season to Blackburn. He probably needs to get sold, because I don't think he's got a lot left on his contract. Lavera back on loan to Vallecano. You'll notice he still doesn't have a work permit. We'll come to that in a minute. Oriol Romeu, first of the big name players to leave. He's gone for £10 million to Wolfsburg. Basically, I just wanted to get him off of the wage bill. You'll see I'm still paying £22,000 a week for him, but it's better than the 60 that he was on. The second big name to go, player who we never actually saw, we never saw him at all. Sofiane Boufal has left. He's gone to Borussia Mönchengladbach. He's gone for £7.5 million. We're still paying a bit of his wages as well. 6.75k a week is coming out for Boufal, but he's gone. Sebastian Jung, 29-year-old German right-back, spent last season on loan at Dortmund, where apparently he won DFB Pokal. What's that? Is that like the FA Cup? Anyway, he's gone to Bayern for an actual, quite decent sum. £4.9 million he's gone for. The reason why he's gone is because of the whole Brexit thing. I can now utilise some of the African players I brought in. Harrison Reed has finally left the club. He's gone for £3.7 million to Cardiff. Again, much like Ben Rothorn, he was never going to make the cut. Young goalkeeper Harry Lewis is going to spend a season on loan at QPR. Perhaps one of the most surprising transfers that I've done, Moussa Dembele is going to spend the season on loan at Newcastle in the Premier League because he needs some game time, and I think Newcastle are a good enough club for him to get that time. Lorenzo Tonelli has also left. 29-year-old Italian centre-back has gone to Spain. He's gone to Malaga for a fee of £3.1 million. He just wasn't playing. As his career kind of starts winding down, he wasn't getting games for me. Best to cash in now. Frank Dogbol, one of my many Africans, he has gone on loan to Dunav, I think, because he's not going to play for me. He still doesn't technically have a work permit. He's not going to play for me. I've sent him on loan to Dunav, who I think are Bulgarian. He's going to get games there. He's already played 3 times and scored a goal. Young defender Alfie Jones has left, gone to Bolton, 115k. Just wasn't very good. Yann Valery, going to spend the season on loan in his native France at Montpellier. 20-year-old English central midfielder is going to spend a season on loan at Blackburn in the Championship. Get him some much-needed first-team football. He's actually looking like a very good footballer. I'm kind of regretting loaning him out now. Marcus, not Giles, Barnes has left. He has gone to Blackburn for a reasonably cheap fee for them. 275k is cost in total. Valentin Pinto, goalkeeper we signed, never played a game for us, went on loan to Eastleigh. He's left. He's gone to Porto. Nathan Redmond has gone on loan once again. This time, he's going to learn Italian. I'm kind of tempted to keep Redmond just to get him to learn as many languages as possible. So he's already gone to Lyon, where he's gone to learn French. He's now learnt German at Schalke. He's now going to learn Italian at Inter. And the biggest transfer by far, a player that I did not want to sell, but the offer was so good, I had no choice really. Carol Linetti has left after 1 season and he's gone to PSG. It says for £38.5 million. However, I believe in total it could come up to £75 million after various add-ons and fees and stuff. He was getting paid a lot of money. And as you know, my financial fair play last season was screwed. So much so, I got a fine of about £2 million. So that offer, it was far too good to refuse. Linetti had to move on. And we had Rabiot coming in anyway from PSG, which is quite strange actually. That's kind of a swap. So I thought, let's get rid of Linetti while the money's on the table. And he got annoyed as well. Let's move on to the ins, shall we? As I just mentioned, Adrien Rabiot, as you all know, has signed £40 million, 20 up front, 20 over the next 4 years, I think. I've had him on loan for the last 2 seasons. He's been exceptional for those 2 seasons. I had to bring him in. Temui Bakayoko has come in from Chelsea. He only played 8 games for Chelsea. He's come in. He's on £83,000 a week, but he is a backup. However, so far of the games he's played, as you can see, he's played 3 and scored 1. He has been actually very, very good. He's a ball-winner midfielder, which, as you know, that is one... I played 2 ball-winner midfielders, so he is a key player for my side. He's come in for £6.5 million? Yeah, which is a very good deal, I think. A few youngsters now. 18-year-old Ivorian striker Gerard Touré has come in, and because of Brexit, he's allowed to play for me, which is absolutely amazing. Potential-wise, he is, 4.5 star? That's very, very good. If he gets some games, he's already played twice off the bench for me, and he could become a very, very important part of the team. Another young African, 18-year-old midfielder. He's a centre-back. I'm training him up as a centre-back. He played his last game in midfield. That's why that's highlighted. 18-year-old centre-back, Sifiso Sibeko. He has come in. Potential-wise, he's not very good. However, his ability, he looks very, very good. So he might be a player that might go out on loan to get some games. He's worth £1.1 million already, which is quite a lot of money. I don't know how many of these players I've actually showed you before, because obviously some of them I bought years ago. This one, I think, is a new one. Christian Guillen. I'm going to say Guillen. It's probably not correct. 19-year-old Colombian goalkeeper. Again, doesn't need a work permit because of Brexit. He is a 2-star current ability, potential of possibly 5-star, which if he hits 5-star ability, that is superb. He's come in for 750k as well. He's already played 2 games for Deportivo Cali a couple of years ago. I like the look of Christian Guillen. I think this might have been a player I have showed you before. Stalin Barrera, 18-year-old Colombian. I went to Colombia for my scouting this year. 18-year-old Colombian striker, 20 determination, 15 finishing, 17 teamwork. He's got some really good stats. Technically, he could do with a lot of improvement in some of the less important parts, things like passing and technique, stuff like that. If he got better at that, he'll be a very good player. Current ability, 1.5 star. Potential, maybe 3.5 star. He's worth 145k now. He didn't come in for anywhere near that. Okay, maybe he did. 100k. And the final transfer. Romelu Lukaku, 26 years old now. £29.5 million is what he's worth. We paid £23 million for him. He's already played 3 games. And so far, his goals to game ratio is absolutely appalling. So here is a look of the entire transfers in and out. £70 million spent, £72 million coming in. I think I probably did miss a few of these as well. So yeah, there's a whole load of players went out on a free transfer as well. A few of the youth players have gone on loan, which you may not recognise. Aaron O'Driscoll, for example, is one. Paul Taylor is another one. Jan Bednarak, he's left 800k. Finally got rid of him. Scott Whitehead, he has gone on loan to Ipswich. That could be a very good loan signing for Ipswich. If he gets games and scores goals, which so far he's got 1 in 3, that could be a pivotal year for Scott Whitehead. Chris Phillips has gone to Leyton Orient. Sanal Kremek gone to Helsingborg in Sweden. Alexander Arias gone to FC Eindhoven. Park Jong-in has gone to Trelleborgs FF, who I think are Norwegian. They're Swedish as well. Okay. So yeah, a lot of players have left the club for various reasons. Free transfers, money, loans, the lot. Not a lot have come in. That does mean I do kind of have a little bit of money to spend, but also not, because I'm over my wage budget. Let's change that to there. Sure. Right. There we go. We've got about 50 million to spend. Again, I don't know whether I want to spend it. There is, 4-5 days left of this transfer window? We will see, probably transfer deadline day, as always. If I buy anyone, I probably will. Let's get to the games then that have already been played. The first game I want to talk about is a pre-season friendly, and it is against Arsenal, where it was Theo Walcott's testimonial, which was lovely of them to invite us to play against Arsenal and beat Theo Walcott, which was fun. Filip Kravinovic, Lukaku and Giroud scoring an own goal were the goals for us. I can't remember who scored for them. Alexis Sanchez and Per Mertesacker were the goals. They can't still both be at Arsenal. Mertesacker is at Monaco, and Sanchez is still at Arsenal. Okay. Then the season actually started. Opening game was a 1-1 draw against West Brom, as you can see. Tamui Bakayoko scores the goal. It was an absolute screamer as well. He gets an 8.3. I think that got him... It didn't get him man of the match because Kravinovic got an 8.7. Dimitri Oberlin scored for West Brom. I was actually massively disappointed with this result. It's West Brom at home. We should be beating them. Then we had a game which, to be honest, I expected to lose. Against Manchester City, Gonzalo Higuain with 2 goals for Man City. Kravinovic gets a goal for Southampton. A lot of bookings for us, but we lost. And then our first win of the season against Derby. I think they just came up. Or were they up last year? I don't know. We beat them 3-0. Manolo Gabbiadini Adrian Rabiot and Filip Kravinovic with the goals, and in that game, Romelu Lukaku got injured. Before we get into the game, this is going on for way too long, I'm sorry if this is annoying you, we've got the Champions League group stage draw in a few days, so join me in a second for that. Before we get to the Champions League draw, I'm sorry I keep stopping things. So, Brexit. Let's talk about Brexit, shall we? So the rules are now, for me, I am allowed to play any nationality. I just have to register, I think it's something like 17. I can have 17 foreign players in my registered squad. And that can be any nationality whatsoever, not just EU. This does mean players like Kwadio Kone does no longer need to have a work permit. Bekamina Magubane, who's sat on the bench at the moment, no longer needs a work permit. Ali Tape no longer needs a work permit. A lot of these players can now actually get some games for me. There are some players here like Freddie Cerner, Mathabula, there's quite a few of my under-23s as well. They will be able to play. However, what I need to do is I need to apply for a work permit. So in 32 days, I need to apply for Freddie Cerner's work permit and he'll get one immediately. It's a bit stupid. Basically, I assume he's signed a contract that says he's not allowed to play because he doesn't have a work permit, despite the fact that work permits are no longer a thing in this country. I don't know. So yeah, expect this season to see quite a few new faces. Some players such as Ali Tape, Magubane, people like that. A lot of them will be on the bench, some of them will be actually starting games as well. Well, this isn't good news. Bracamontes out for a month with broken ribs. It's going to go down to 3 weeks. We've got a couple more injuries. German Storico, another centre-back, out for 4 days. That's not too bad. Sifisu Sibeko, another centre-back, out for 7 to 8 months. Well, that's your season over then, isn't it? We're still not at the Champions League group stage draw. However, we do have 26 players called up for international duty. There's a couple of names on this list which actually are quite pleasing to me. Firstly, Magubane is getting in the South Africa squad. He's already got 2 caps. He's probably going to get some more. 18-year-old Colombian centre-back Freddie Cerner, who already has 4 caps, is back in the Colombia squad. I've just noticed as well, his media description, Wonder Kid. We've got a Wonder Kid, everybody. And the one that possibly pleases me the most, 19-year-old Thomas Doherty, spent last season on loan at Eastleigh, playing 31 games. He's already played twice for me this season. I really like Thomas Doherty. I don't know why, but that shape there, he's not good in the air, we can work on that, but that shape there, as a central midfielder, if he keeps improving the way he is, he's going to be world-class, and I mean world-class midfielder. He's in the Northern Ireland team as well, which in the past, that wasn't such a big deal, but recently Northern Ireland are actually a decent side. Hold on, there's more international call-ups. Kwadio Kone, Ali Tape, Adama Diallo and Gerard Touré, all in the Ivory Coast team. That's actually pretty impressive. 2 goalkeepers though, a right back and a striker. And Freddie Cerner's broken his back. Seriously, Freddie, I've just picked you up as a wonder kid and you go out and break your damn back. Finally, the Champions League group stage draw is going to take place with the 3rd seeds once again, which is not good. We should be better. We finished 2nd in the Premier League, for Christ's sake. We also drew Liverpool in the EFL Cup, so I can't imagine we're going to get very far in that. So this is the current state after the first 2 rounds. There are some groups there that I kind of want to avoid. Group D being one of them. PSG and Juventus. That is not a very friendly group at all. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? So who do we get as the 4th team? Looking at the sides there is... Okay, so we can't get Nice. 100% we cannot get Nice. So we can get Sparta Prague, Copenhagen, Legia Warsaw, or whoever the hell they are. Can we please get them? Yes, we have got them. Gazmatan Medias. Probably not even close. Gazmatan Medias. Romanian side. Never heard of them before. Apparently they won the Romanian League, or Liga 1 Orange. The first time they've ever won it. That's pretty impressive. They've kind of come out of nowhere and they've qualified for the Champions League. So these are the final groups then. I think we've got a reasonable chance. As much as PSG and Juventus are very, very big teams, last year we were in there with Barcelona and we still came out 2nd. We never actually lost to Barcelona. It could be tight this year. PSG and Juventus obviously very good. Gazmatan Medias, no idea if they're going to be any good or not. For all we know, they could be the best team in the group. Let's play against Brighton in a minute. Then it's transfer deadline day, which apparently shuts on the 2nd of September, and then we're going to end the episode. I'm sorry there's only 1 game. If you really wanted to, There was a lot to go through, okay? Let's get into a game then. It is against Brighton and Hove Albion. Where are they in the league? 14th in the table. In reality, this is a game we should be winning. I need to remind myself every single time I play this that we are a Champions League standard side. We are not the current Southampton of this season. We are not the Southampton that we've been for the last few years. We are, in theory, one of the best clubs in the league. So we should be taking teams like Brighton and absolutely destroying them. The lineup then for Brighton versus Southampton, a little bit different. It's already wrong. In goal, Kawadio Kone. There we go. Back four. This is a mess, and I fully understand that. Right back, Ali Tape makes his debut. Centre backs, Hugo Mallow and a Nicolas Sula. That is because we've got a lot of injuries and we've got a lot of upset players. So Big Wes, who would normally play, he is unhappy. Big Wes is not playing because he's unhappy. Bracamontes obviously injured, Cerna is injured, and he also doesn't have a work permit. Sibeku, that guy, he's also injured. Mathabula doesn't have a work permit. So there are a lot of players that we should be playing we can't. Mattia Caldara, injured. German Storico's on the bench. He's a bit tired because he just played for the under-23s a couple of days ago. Kieran Tierney rounds off the back four. Midfield, Bakayoko, Lamina and Adrian Rabiot. Those three, that three there, that's going to be our main three midfielders. Kravinovic as the advanced playmaker. Strike force of Manolo Gabbiadini, and Mario Mandzukic makes his first start of the season because Lukaku's injured. On the subs bench as well, we do have a couple of youngsters. We've got Sam Gallagher, German Storico, Thomas Doherty and Gerard Torre. We've also got Thomas Delaney, Sam Barham and Fraser Forster as well. Looks like Brighton are going for a 4-4-2. Okay, fair enough. I want you to pick up from where we left off last time. That works, because we won 3-0 last time. So this season is going to be somewhat different to the last seasons because of the whole Brexit thing. I'm now able to play a lot of the African players, the South American players. There's a couple of Asian players as well in there that I never used to be able to play before because they didn't have work permits. So this season, they're actually going to get some chances. Lamina with the ball, plays it in, Gabbiadini finds Mandzukic. Mandzukic has been fouled by John Flanagan, and it looks like he's stepping up to take the penalty. Where are you going to put it, Mario? He's only got a year left on his contract, and I'm not going to renew it. Where are you putting it, Mario? Where are you putting it? Bottom corner, 1-0, 5 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. We take the lead. It moves us up to 7th. Mandzukic with a penalty, low into the bottom corner. Not a lot the keeper can do about it. Kravinovic with the corner. Griffo gets it clear, only as far as Ali Tape. Go on, Tape. Go on, Tape. Tape has just scored a worldie. Tape has just scored an absolute worldie. I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock. The ball comes out to Ali Tape. On his debut, the 18-year-old Ivorian right-back has just absolutely rifled that into the back of the net. There's so many puns about, did you get that on tape and stuff, but let's not go there. It's a throw-on. Pascal Gross with the ball. Davy Proper finds Kayode. Kayode's coming forward. He doesn't really have any options, and Kawadio Kone with the save. Plays it to makeshift centre-back Hugo Mallow. Lamina now. Rabiot, he's just standing there. He's found the hero, the wonder kid. He's not a wonder kid. Bakayoko, Kravinovic. Kravinovic has made up a lot of ground. Rabiot. Kravinovic again finds Mandzukic. Mandzukic puts it in. 15 minutes on the clock and we're 3-0 up. I'm not going to lie, I'm still in shock at the Ali Tape goal. Kravinovic gets the ball, past to Rabiot, back to Kravinovic. Plays it to Mandzukic, who gets a little bit of space, puts it the opposite side of the goalkeeper, makes it 3-0. Corner for Brighton. Griffo takes it. Mandzukic gets it clear. It's come to Pascal Gross. Back to Griffo. Who's Griffo? Kayode. He's hit the post. And Nicolas Sula gives away another corner. Gross with the corner. Knockarout doesn't quite get there. Davy Proper probably back to the corner taker. It is. Crossed it in. Bakayoko gets it clear. Mandzukic now. Gabbiadini. He's got past his man. It's 4-1 though. Gabbiadini has been tackled by Melling. And that'll just end there then. We are coming up to half time. 3-0 up. Only 1 assist. 3 goals, 1 assist. Calmly, I'm happy. I'm very happy, yeah. Manolo, though, you're coming off for Gerard Torre. Why not? Let's get all the kids playing. If Ali Tape can score worldies, Gerard Torre should be able to score about 15 of them a game. 60 minutes, not a lot has happened this half. We have had a lot of the ball, as you normally expect, because we seem to do that, but no highlights. 4 minutes left on the clock. Hold on, there's a highlight. There's 2 minutes left. It's come into the back post, and is that Shane Duffy? Shane Duffy has just scored for Brighton. We can't keep a clean sheet, which is no surprise because that's always seemed to be our problem. Griffo with a free kick, all the way to the back post. Kone just... Where was Kone going? What were you doing? He's not even an eccentric goalkeeper. Kravinovic with a free kick. Plays it. It's hit Flanagan. Griffo's going to get it clear. This is actually probably the final highlight. Griffo's coming down the line. Finds Davy Proper. Proper plays it back to Flanagan. 10 seconds left on the clock. This is a good win. I'm kind of annoyed we didn't keep a clean sheet. But Ali Tape gets an absolute screamer of a goal on his debut from right back. I need to keep reminding myself, from right back. That's the first time... That was a Jekyll and Hyde performance. Whoops. Sorry. So, a 3-1 victory. There is a whole load of news coming. It's probably transfer related. That moves us up into 7th place in the table. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. Goal difference of +4. Average rating, Filip Kravinovic so far, 8.02. We've also got 5 injuries. It is transfer deadline day. That's why this screen is taking a long time to load. I don't think I'm going to do any transfers. I've just been sat here thinking, who do I need to buy? I don't think there's anyone I actually need to buy. We're probably going to loan out a lot of players. I don't think anyone is going to get sold. So a couple of things have just happened. Ivan Methabula has just signed a new contract, which does mean he no longer needs his work permit. So he can now play, and at 18 years old, he doesn't actually need to be registered, which is amazing. Josh Sims has gone on loan to Aston Villa for the season, and Tom Ellis has gone on loan to Bolton for the season. He's gone as a winger, which I'm kind of annoyed with. I'd rather him be a striker, but if he's any good, he'll just improve anyway. That's my thoughts. Gary Thomas off the Dagenham and Redbridge. Tom O'Connor off the Oldham. Olamola off the Port Vale. All of them on loan. QPR want Doherty on loan. Not a chance. Sam Byram is going on loan to Brentford for the season. Basically, they're going to pay me 16 grand a week and maybe buy him. Ali Tape is an absolute world beater, so I don't need Sam Byram anymore. Martin Allen is going on loan to Havant and Waterlooville for the season. There's not long left of the window. There'll be a couple more loans going out. No one wants to buy any of our players. Here's another one going out on loan. Ryan McLeod is going to Dundee United for the season. And that is it. The transfer window is shut. So we are actually the 3rd biggest transfer of the summer, with a £40 million signing of Adrian Rabiot. Alexander Isak has gone to Liverpool, and Marco Verratti for £75 million has gone to Manchester City. They spent £98 million in total. They probably bought 2 players. That is going to do for this episode. Sorry it was a long, talky one. Next episode, we are probably going to go to Bournemouth Juventus? Maybe? All the way at the end of September, start of October. I want to show you a home game at some point soon, because our stadium is currently under construction and it looks hilarious. We don't have many stands. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2017. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will leave you with the wonder goal of Ali Tape on his debut, and I will see you next time.